when Deidra and I first talked about swapping team calls, I was like, "When are yours?" And she's like, "Tuesdays at 8." No, she's like, "When are yours?" I was like, "Tuesdays at 8." So I was like, "What if we did it at 8:30? Would you be able to pop on?" And she's like, "Sure." But I knew that this was like cutting right into her team call time. So I'm just gonna talk at you guys. Who all had a snow day today? We did. Anybody else? No. Oh, number 6 for my kids. Um, it didn't bother me. I'm home either way. So I thought it was quite lovely. I'd much take a snow day over an ice or cold day anytime because they could actually go outside and play. So let me talk to you guys about our um, speaker, and then hopefully she'll just hop on as I'm wrapping up. So I'm just looking at Deidra's stats. So we met on the oh, Kayla says she's throwing us in her pocket. You're so cute. Kayla, are you in the barn? I think she is, isn't she? She loves to call from the barn. Do you guys know that Kayla's a farmer? She's a dairy farmer. She's amazing. Seriously. Okay. So Deidra and I met on the Central Leadership page. So it's for 2 stars and above. We are in a page of coaches in the Central region, and we met there, and her story is just really cool and inspiring. And so I asked her if she could speak to you guys. So she lives in Central Illinois. She's a stay-at-home mom of 3 little boys. She's been a coach for 4 years. She is the co-founder of the Divine Dynasty. I thought that was a cool name. She's a Success Club 5 legend, and she's a 6-star diamond and a 2019 elite coach. And one of the reasons I really wanted her to reach out to our team and talk to our team is because she went from being a 1-star to a 6-star elite coach, like in the year. So how? I want to know this lady's secrets. She is part of the St. Louis Market Council, and she is very fun to follow on social media and has amazing hair. So those are my added things. She didn't tell me those things, but I enjoy following her on social media. So today she is going to talk to us about getting real with what you want. So I'm just going to let her know that I introduced her and see whether I just introduced. So while I'm waiting, I want to know what program is everybody doing right now? And what are you reading for personal development? You can unmute yourself if you want and just chat. Look at Rachel's got a little one there. Just a little one. What program are you guys doing and what are you doing for personal development? Carla, talk to us.
Transform 20. I should be running more, but snow, cold.
Oh my gosh, it's been so bad.
I know. So Transform 20 and then teaching PIO. And I'm reading The Dichotomy of Leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I know Amanda said she didn't really like the audio. I actually kind of like the audio. It took me a minute to get used to their voices, but once I was like, well, they're bad beep, baby. I know he does no, she has no idea what we're saying, but
the little one.
But seals, so they're grabbing, voices just kind of seem to fit who they are. I mean, I don't know, I like it.
Carla, your husband just messaged me and said, ask Carla how her nap was.
Oh yeah, I literally just was asleep in Temple's bed with her. He came in and woke me up.
Aww. Sorry, Rex is barking because I'm on a team call. He always starts barking when I'm on a team call. Jason's outside.
My dog just started barking too.
Oh my gosh. The plow finally went by at my house, and so Jason's trying to shovel out our driveway. So he's barking at him through the window because it's very dramatic that Jason's out there. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Carla. Jenny, what are you doing? What are you reading and what are you doing for your workout?
I'm doing Transform 20, and
I am listening to Sean's little spiels in the coach test group, and I'm still finishing up Mastering Your Inner Mean Girl and getting caught up on. I missed last week's National Wake Up Call, so I'm getting caught up on those on my drive to work every day.
I missed last week's too, so I've got to listen to last week's and this week.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
It's good with the 35-minute drive to work. I can get all that stuff in.
Perfect. Yeah. What are you thinking of Transform 20?
I love it. I really love it. And I was worried about it because of the lack of weight. And I was worried that I would lose some muscle tone. And that has not happened.
Okay.
So I'm pleased with it so far.
Good.
Yeah. He's just amazing.
He is amazing. He seriously is.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Chelsea, we're waiting for our speaker to get on because she is finishing up her own team call. But I was just telling these ladies that she went from 1-star to 6-star elite, and she's pretty badass. So I'm excited to hear from her. Sorry, Rachel, I know that I don't want baby to hear naughty words. Okay. Rachel, who do you have there? Boy or girl? Are they sleeping? I don't want you to have to talk if. Oh, I can't hear you.
Hi!
Oh, here she is. We were just, Deidra, talking about, so we'll ask you too, because not everybody's had a chance to share, but we'll ask you, we're putting you on the spot. What are you doing for your workout right now, and what are you reading for personal development?
Transform 20, and it's freaking changing my body. I love it. I hate cardio, but I love it. Right now, I am like all enveloping like all the leadership I can. So I am listening to the John Maxwell podcast. I started it from episode 1, and I'm digging into it. And as of yesterday, we just started. I'm doing a superstar push group, and so we're all very, very new. Obviously not me, but the rest of them are very new coaches. And so together we are going to like learn together, and we're doing a book club. So we are starting The Compound Effect, and I read it as a brand new baby coach, and it's what changed the business for me. So I'm excited to jump into it and reread it with a different mindset. So
very cool. Yeah, I read it as a brand new coach too. And it's always, I think, interesting to revisit a book that you read and see what you get out of it differently when you're at a different place in your journey in life and in coaching. So yay.
for sure.
Well, I just shouted out all your amazing accolades and told them how you went from 1-star to 6-star elite in like a blink of an eye. And how you're a stay-at-home mama of 3 little boys, been coaching for 4 years, Divine Dynasty is your team, and Success Club 5 All-Star. I think I've got it all. St. Louis Market Council. Yes?
I'm excited. Yes. So I know it sounds super glamorous, like 1-star to 6-star. Jessica, are you okay with me just like rolling? Okay.
Yep. Yep. We're ready.
Super glamorous. Like, oh yeah, she went 1-star to 6-star in like a year. Like if she did it, I can do it. But I think what's so vital about my story is like realizing the mindset shifts in the process. So I started this because like I was struggling with postpartum depression. I did not realize it at the time. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I just thought being a mom was hard AF. Like, that stuff's hard. Like, I don't get it. I just thought I was just not cut out for being a mom. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. What did you do to me? Because I fail at this every single day. And like those feelings of failure, those feelings of not being enough really like weighed on me. So looking back now, I can say like a lot of it was definitely postpartum emotions and like dealing with that. But it come to a point where it was putting a strain on my relationship, not only with my husband, but with my family. And I had to do something different. And so I was like, well, if I lose some weight, then I'm going to be hot and I'm going to be skinny and he's always going to love me and it'll be okay. And it was just because like those were the feelings I was projecting on myself. So I did this. I did a challenge pack, said I was going to cancel after 30 days. And then like a week of not having shakes. And my husband was like, are you still drinking those shake things? I'm like, no, I don't have the money because we're stay-at-home mom, single income household. Like, that's a lot of money. And I was like, no, we don't have the money. Like, I can't do this, whatever. And he's like, well, maybe we should make it a priority because it's obviously necessary. Like, he could tell that it affected my mood. So I started for the discount, but I felt so guilty, like giving that money away to me every single month. Like, how selfish am I? But I was like, you know what? If I could help 3 people and like make my money back, well, then I can do that. And then I won't feel guilty because, well, I'm earning my money back, and maybe I'll be more accountable and not eat 3 pizzas, one a week because, well, it's the weekend. If I have someone that I'm actually doing it with, like, maybe that'll help me be more accountable. And so I just kind of like dabbled. I said I was all in. I said I was a hobby coach, but I was just dabbling. I was just having fun with it. And I would just share my progress once a month. It was before stories, before all that stuff. And like, I hit Success Club 5 like pretty regularly. And then there came a point when I was like, I just did not feel fulfilled in being a mom. Like not being a mom, but in staying home all day long, like wiping butts. I was like, there's got to be something more. Like, I feel a calling for more. I feel like I'm made for more. And so it was finding that in the process of personal development and growing through these programs and through my journey. Like, it gets me to last year, 2017 now, where my best friend had started this. She'd been losing weight. She was sharing authentically from the beginning, and like, we're best friends. Our relationship was growing with this as well. And we decided, like, why are we running our group separate? Like, why don't we just try and do this together? And so I was always afraid to ask people to do this with me because I was like afraid of being known as that girl that's selling the things on Facebook. I was posting anyway, so I don't know why I let that be a fear of mine, but I was still afraid. I was afraid that they were going to look at me and be like, oh, there she goes again, selling her weight loss. Like, I was already posting. I don't know what I was afraid of, but I realized like there was so much more than just the weight loss. There's so much more from it. And like, when we were able to work together and like literally change our lives, we would say like, okay, we're going to go run our first 5K, and we would do it together. Okay, we're going to go try yoga at the winery, and we would do it together. And we were just having fun. And that grew, and her passion, my passion, because it truly changed our life from the beginning. Like, it came together, and we realized like we were meant to run this business together. So nonchalantly, like, people just falling in love with Shakeology. Like, I built a diamond once she became a coach because, well, she was sharing authentically. So like, her and I kind of grew together into this diamond spot. I hit 1 star the last month in 2017, like literally the last week of qualification. So I barely made it to NLC, but I did make it to NLC as a 1-star coach. And I was there with my coach. And I listened to everything they were saying. I took it all in, and I told my best friend, I was like, dude, like, we're already doing the things. At that point, Instagram was becoming hot. She learned it. She like dove straight into it because I was growing my business on Facebook, and she was like, I don't like Facebook. I want to try something different. She learned it, and she was teaching it, like how to duplicate it through our baby business. And I sat in my hotel room at NLC. I was like, we're already doing the things that these top coaches are telling us to do. Like, we're showing up and we're doing the things. Like, there's no secret sauce. I went in thinking like, oh yeah, you're gonna get all the secrets. You're gonna know all the things. And I was like, no, even Bonnie Engel is doing what we have to do. Like, there's no secret sauce. It's all the simple things. Like, our job is not hard. Our job is simple stuff. Does it take hard work? Absolutely. But our job is not hard. Our job is very simple. Our job is to take care of us, number one, always. So at NLC, I made this half-ass goal, and I say it half-ass very openly because it's what it was. I said, you know what? I'm going to be an elite coach this year. And the reason I really said it is because I wanted to be in a test group so freaking bad. And at that point in time, they gave the test group spots to elite coaches. So I was like, I'm going to be an elite coach. I'm going to rock a test group because it's on my vision board and it's been there for 3 years, and I'm going to make it happen. And so I like put that out there. I'm going to hit elite so that I can be in a test group. And I half-assed made that, and I came back from NLC, and I had vision and passion because there's one thing that I can say, like, I bleed blue. I am very passionate, and you can see it when I speak about it. My heart is here because it has truly changed my life. And I brought it back to my team, and what I didn't realize at the time was it wasn't the right team for my dreams. So we started these different push groups. We did like, you know, a push to summit. We did like little chat pods because that's what the national wake up call said to do. And like, we tried all sorts of different things like, okay, we're going to give you prizes if you hit Success Club. And we tried it all. And then it was in a message thread, and literally the message thread, it was a push to Elite for Summit every day. Like, not even every day, like maybe every other day I would message like, hey girls, like how many friend requests did you send today? Like, hey girls, did you send your 5 messages? Did you do 10 connects? Like, not hard things, like 5, 10, 3 friend requests. That is nothing. Like simple things. It takes you 2 seconds to do any of those 3 things that I just mentioned. I had 3 people message me separately and say, you know what, I'm just out. Like, this is too pushy for me. I feel like this is too much and I can't handle it. One person even quit coaching. And I'm like, oh, what the heck? Like, I wasn't doing anything crazy. Like, they said that they wanted this. They said that this was a part of their goal. They wanted to be a part of this team reaching this huge thing. Like, where's the disconnect at? And I, instead of like figuring that out, breaking it down, I took it personally. And I was like, you know, I've always been known for being too much. Like, I'm very bold. I'm very determined. I'm very, very me. And I've always been known for that. And I took it personally and I was like, I'm just too much. I'm too much to be a good leader. I'm too much to take our team to the next level. I'm too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to do my things. I'm going to show up and I'm going to hit Success Club and I'm going to sign more people and I'm going to keep doing the things because maybe I'll find people who want to do this too. So that's what I did. Just put the nose to the ground. Like, I was just having fun. I was living my best life, like just doing the things. Showed up every day, consistent, took care of me. Like, I was doing my work, but I wasn't doing the mentoring, the coaching, the pushing work because I didn't want to be too much. So I stepped away from my dream because I was afraid of someone else's opinion of me. I was afraid of what they thought of me as a leader. I was afraid of what they thought of me as a person. Because the whole reason I started this is because I was a lonely stay-at-home mom and I needed people. I needed friendships. I needed to feel like I mattered. And that's the whole reason I was here. And they weren't seeing that. And so I was doing the things, still plugging into the Elite Push videos, like watching those every single week, doing my personal development, working on my fitness, like doing great, doing amazing, just not to the leadership level. And it was in one of the Elite Push calls where Christina Delgado like got in there and she like talked, she shared her heart. She was like, literally told us, you have to share your vision. If you're not willing to share your vision, if you're not willing to get uncomfortable, if you're not willing to stand up, even when people push you away, because there's going to be people who push you away because they aren't enough. So they're going to make you feel like you're not enough instead of owning up to their own, you know, setbacks, their own limiting beliefs. They're going to project those on you. And I was like, gosh, mind blown. Like, that's me. That's what I've been doing. I've been stepping back because they aren't willing to work hard. But you know what? There's one thing that I can say is I am willing to work hard. I am willing to get shit done and I'm willing to show up for that. And so literally got off that call and I was like, okay, God, here goes. And I hit live in our team page and I said, you know what? And I had a crying hot mess explaining why I started this business, what I wanted to achieve, like how this is blessing my family and why I'm never giving up and how hurt I was that people told me that I was too much, but even more so how disappointed I was in myself for allowing that to happen. Because every day I get up and I say, do you, rock yourself, love yourself, like forget what other people think. And here I was quieting who I was, quieting my dreams because they thought I was too much, because they thought that my dreams didn't matter. Here is a very important piece of advice. No one is going to care about your dream as much as you do. You are the only person who can determine where you're going to be. And I did that live and I got so much positive feedback. Of course, there's people who took it personally. I don't care. Like, I'm doing it for me. Like, I laid my goals out there, my vision for our team, where my heart is. I was vulnerable and I was so open in that, just about everything. And I said, this is what I'm going to do. every single month when that elite report comes up, I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to tell you where we're at, and I'm going to celebrate those people who showed up, and I'm going to celebrate what I did, and I'm going to celebrate what y'all are doing, and I'm going to celebrate the lives that we are changing together. Either you can watch it or you don't have to, that's your choice. But I'm going to show up for my dream because this is something that I said I wanted to make happen in January, and I'm sure as hell going to show up instead of give up. Because it was August when I did that live video. It was August. I let all those months go by quieting myself because I was afraid of being judged. So it was August, I did the live video, and I did them monthly, and like I was still like sharing like, hey girls, like do the things, but I wasn't really pushing them into it. Like I was just saying, this is what we need. This is what as a team, what we can do to make it happen. And so like it came down to like, it was September, October, and I was like pushing the numbers. Like I was focusing more one-on-one with my diamonds because we were a 1-star team. Like we have to get 5-star in order to hit elite. So I was like, I'm just going to rock my diamonds, like help them build. This is where it's important to learn personality types because I was able to help work those diamonds based on their personality, more one-on-one style, and build them up. Just be there, meet them where they're at. One girl, I had to just be like, you know what? You be a leader and you help your girls do their things because she just wants to be in control. I have another girl who just loves quality time. So every single day I would get on a power hour with her and I would girl talk and we would literally work together and like super time consuming, but I needed her. Like our team needed her. And it's those short-term sacrifices that you're making now that are going to make long-term results in the end. So showing up for her, not only like I love her, she's like one of my best friends. It was fun. It was what we needed as stay-at-home moms. Like we were able to connect, but we were able to give her the confidence to build her business to the next level. And it's just knowing about your coaches there. So we built up our 5. We got that. We got 6 because my husband, me, my second business center, we got 6 locked in. And I was like, okay, guys, it's November and we are behind on points. Like, what the heck? Why did I not even think about this? I didn't even put the points into the process because I was maxed out on my volume points. Like there was nothing there, but it was like the new coaches getting started. Like I hadn't been focusing on that. Of course, I encouraged them, like, once you get in our boot camp, add your 3 friends, but I never pushed that to the next level. I never said, okay, I need you to tell me 3 friends. Like, okay, let's get them set up too. I never helped my girls really like, okay, let's make your dirt list. Okay, let's go through who's watching your stories. Okay, let's to that next level. And I literally started, once they started doing like the weekly things, I went live in our team page and I was like, you guys, we got our diamonds, but we need help. Like SOS, so big and so loud. And I literally said, I need 3 people. I need 3 people to hit Success Club this month, 3 brand new people to hit Success Club this month, or we will not be able to make this happen. Like this will not happen if we cannot level up. I had a discount coach from like the first year I signed up. She was a 2017 coach. 2017? No, I don't know. I suck at math. But she was one of the people that counted then. She doesn't count now. She's out of nowhere. She's like, hey, I saw you needed this thing. Like, I can totally help you. I'm like, really? And so she, out of nowhere, comes in with her mom, her best friend, and her husband, signs them up with a challenge pack, like gets them all set. We're getting points. Like we're down to the nitty gritty, like doing the things. Some people are working, some people aren't. And it's New Year's Eve. And we have, I don't even remember how many, like 8 points, New Year's Eve day. Like that's how many we needed. We're getting down, doing our work, doing the things. It's down to 8 o'clock. We have 1 point left. Like we have to lock in this last girl with Success Club. Like we have to get these last points. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to happen. Like, what are we going to do? So literally we got together, 4 of us, 4 locals. Like it wasn't even this girl that we needed, but we got together and we started like messaging people. We started like, I put it on my Instagram. I was shouting out to the team. I was like, we need you guys. Like I put my shit out there for the whole world to see for the whole month of December, how hard we were pushing for this goal and how close we were. I had random people for the last 2 weeks building up to these final qualifications, messaging me, hey, did you get your points yet? Hey, how close are you to your points? Hey, did you get your points yet? Literally New Year's Eve night, like as we're like doing our things, like working away, like we're doing stories and sharing. I have girls messaging me, did you get your point yet? Like, do you still need 1 point? Do you still, hey, did you fill your spots? Like, are you there? And I love it because I had other discount coaches like in our downline say, hey, I can help you get girls. Like, where do we got to put them? And I'm like, put them under you, friends. Like, I love this, but I need you to work your business. I don't need you to work mine. Thank God we finally pulled that last point out. Like the last girl, she's like, you know what? I'll do this boot camp. Like, let's do this thing. And it was like a weight off my shoulder. And it was like, but if you've never been in this qualification process, like even though you get the points, it's not actually official until it's official. So it's like you don't really get a breathe. So we celebrated. We had, we were able to literally be like, oh my gosh, like we just did that. And looking back on it now, it can be more emotional than it was in the moment because we worked so hard. But you see, I think that is what I want you to take away from this. I doubted myself. I doubted myself so much. I let other people's opinions of me hold me back. I could have like been all the points, like had I not stopped pushing for my own dreams, I would have been leaps and bounds ahead. But I let someone stop me. I let someone get in my path and hold me back from where I wanted to be. The good story here, there's a happy ending here. I pulled my head out of my ass and I did the damn thing and I made it happen. But what if I had not? What if I had let them be that voice inside my head to literally crush my dreams? What if they were the reason that my kids don't get to see their dad of an evening because he has to go back to work, working 16-hour days, 7 days a week? What if they are the reason that we are not able to pay our debt? What if they are the reason that I can't buy my groceries this week because we don't have the money for that as a single income household? Those people who judge you are not paying your bills. They don't care about your dreams. You are the only one who cares about your dreams as much as you do. You are the only one that has control of where you're going to be a year from now, 6 months from now, next week. You are the one that's in control. I know I have girls on my team panicking. Oh my gosh, it's the 12th and I have no points. So I'm going to ask you, what are you going to do in order to make it happen? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to make your dreams come true? Because that's what I had to ask myself. I had to say, okay, Deidra, it's after I listened to Christina, okay, Deidra, like you did your live, like now what are you going to do? What are you going to do to step into what you promised? What are you going to do to make sure that you don't give up on your dreams? And I literally, as I'm doing my elite things, I told my team, I said, you know what? Like, I don't have to have you. Like, these are my dreams, and I'm the only one who's going to work as hard for them. But I'm letting you know this train is leaving, and I want you on it so, so bad because I believe in you, and I know you can make this happen, but I can't drag you. So it has to be your choice. You can get on the train with me, and you can run full force, and we can chase our dreams down, or you can cheer me on from the sidelines. That's okay, but I'm going no matter what. And I built up my husband, and I built up my second CBC, and I helped those girls. And I did what I could to make those diamonds fall into place. I did what I could to make those points fall into place. And even at the end of the day, December 31st, did that girl who needed Success Club, did she lock in that last point? No. But without her, we would not be there. Like, I sold that challenge pack, but it's hers. She gets to take the responsibility for that. We were able to set her up under her, and as a team, we were able to make that happen. And I think that's what we have to that's what we have to remember is like, yes, this is a team thing. And yes, there are different sacrifices you have to make, but you have to be real with yourself. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice for your dream? For me, it was $50. Like, I'll give her that challenge pack sign up. Like, I don't even care. Like, it's the bigger picture here. And that's what you need to go in here knowing for this year. If Elite is on your board, I don't care if you just signed up yesterday, you can make it happen. If being a 6-star diamond coach, if making $10,000 a week is your goal, like, I don't care. You can make it happen. What are you going to do What are you willing to sacrifice in order to make that happen? I want to give you a sense of urgency with your dreams because tomorrow's not guaranteed. It starts by getting uncomfortable and taking action today. I want you to level up and I want you to be brave because God did not put this feeling, this purpose, this passion in your heart for you to sit back and let him do the work. He needs you to level up and he needs you to be the person that you are made to be. Now, it's up to you. Are you willing to overcome those limiting beliefs? Are you willing to overcome those fears to create the life of freedom, the life that you want to live? Because it's possible if you're willing to do the work. So many times when I say this, people are like, yeah, but Deidra, there's nothing special about me. Like, I just stay home and I wipe butts and like, I don't have an interesting life. I don't have a crazy sad story. And I'm going to say, okay, and I don't need you to tell me a sad story. I don't need you to have this crazy, glamorous, insane, amazing life. I need you to be you. People are attracted to you. There are hundreds of weight loss programs, supplements, diets out there. But the difference in what you have to offer and what they have to offer is you. You are the person that can change someone else's life, but it comes to a point where you have to decide, like, am I going to let those limiting beliefs that are sitting in my heart right now, you can go ahead and think about them because I know we all have them. I still have them right now. And I'm fighting to overcome them. Those limiting beliefs, those feelings of you're not enough, those feelings of inadequacy, find the things that trigger those and figure out how you can overcome it. Because I need you to be the most real, the most you, the most vulnerable, the most down-to-earth person. Because people don't want perfection. People want you to be you. People want to see you struggle. People want to know that you can't do the perfect push-up. And people want to know that Shaun T makes you want to puke every single day. And people want to know that turning down that pizza is really freaking hard. And people want to know that sometimes you like to get ice cream with your family and you love cake on your birthday. And people want to know that sometimes that mean girl inside your head, she's a real bitch. And sometimes she can be super, super loud. But they also want to know that you are taking the steps to overcome them, that you are going to show no matter what kind of day you're having, no matter how bad it is, you're always going to have some sort of sunshine. You're always going to have some sort of hope. Every single day, people get up to watch you, whether you know it or not, whether they show up in your feed or not. Every single day, there's somebody. I'm going to get emotional, of course. There's somebody, a mom, a friend, somebody that doesn't feel like they're enough, somebody that just doesn't even want to get out of bed, somebody that literally is dreading the day ahead of them. But they can look at your social media and they can look at the struggles you're going through and they can look at who you are becoming and this beautiful light that you are of hope. And they can say, if she can do it, I can do it one more day. And every single day they get up and they wait for you and they wait to say, look at her do her workout. Oh my gosh, look at how positive she is. Oh my goodness, look at how cute our kids are in those stupid flash costumes. Like, I hope he never gets rid of that thing. And I say that because that's my life. Because that's what I bring to the table. I don't have a crazy glamorous life. My kid runs around here in a flash costume and I do the same things every single day because I love routine. But every single day people watch me because they know I'm going to be here. They know that I'm going to be consistent. They know that I'm going to show up because they know that I want to be a better person tomorrow. So maybe it's not, beautiful or glamorous. I don't live on a Florida beachfront. I'm in Illinois where it's cold and icky right now, and I'm suffering with seasonal depression. But every single day, I find the beauty in life, and I find the happiness, and I celebrate that with them, and I celebrate this life that I've been given. Because if I don't, then what's the point? Like, if you can't find something good in your life every single day, what do I have to bring to the table? So it's not, I don't know. I want that to sit really, really close to your heart because I don't need you to be perfect. I don't need you to be an Instagram influencer on your top game, like with the best feed. I just need you to be you. I just need you to realize what you have today and the value that you have in just showing up as the person you are made to be. So that's what I have. And I am very passionate about that. I could keep talking for like a million years, but I'm going to wrap it up there because I always love to open it up for questions, because I know that I deliver a lot in the, just in my story. And I know that I want to give you the best value, because I am an open book and I'm willing to share everything and anything. And I want to just give you hope and let you know, like, no matter what dreams you have, they are possible if you're willing to put your nose to the ground, put your blinders on, and do the dang thing.
Thank you. That was, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I could probably ask you approximately 101 million questions, but I know I have access to you anytime. And I would love for these ladies to be able to ask you questions. We've got some very seasoned coaches on here, and we have some new coaches on here. So, ladies, Deidra is very approachable. So just unmute yourself and ask her the questions. Don't be shy.
Hi, Deidra. I'm Tammy. I'm a newer coach in Denver. Thank you for filling us with your total motivation. I feel like I could go downstairs and do 100 push-ups right now.
Yes.
Me too.
So I'm really excited about this. I started under Sarah and Jessica last year, and I started a couple challenge groups, and now I'm really starting to try to build the business. And I just got my first coach today, which I'm very excited about.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting.
And I know she had to pop off because she's making Valentine's with her daughters. But anyway, I feel the same, right? Like I have so much to say, and my dog has a lot to say a lot as well. But I get really excited. I have so much to say. And then I find that people are like, whoa, this is like too overwhelming. Like, can you come to my house and help me figure it out? And so I've done the same thing where I literally will make them, we're doing 80-day obsession right now, and I make them binders. So I print all the materials for them. I divide it all up, and then I sit down with them. But I guess my question is, how do you keep it simple where you don't lose the people?
Simple in the coaching business or in your challengers?
In my challenge group. Like I'm just trying to get enough challengers where I can get my, 3 a month, and keep going. I'm just trying to get challengers and keep challengers.
Okay, so something that I want to tell you, because I thought it was a bad thing in the beginning, like that having small groups, I was like, oh my gosh, I only have 3 people. What am I going to do? Like, girl, if you only have 3 people, you're going to embrace that and you're going to rock it and you're going to love the shit out of them. Because if you can get them rock solid results, if you can make them fall in love with themselves from the get-go, your business is going to grow naturally because they believe what you believe and they see the value in this. What I am going to say is I need you to be real. I need you to go live. You don't have to go to their house. You don't have to make them binders. They have all of that on Beachbody On Demand. They have access to that. But one thing that I do is we have a prep week. So our prep week started yesterday. And what we do is each day we have a new live video. So yesterday we did like a welcome, what to expect. And then today we opened them up and like showed them how to access their workouts, where to go for their workouts, what workouts they can do. And then we encourage them, like, if you don't know where to start, message me. Like, that's my job. I'm here. If you have questions, message me. And then we will also go over nutrition, where I have like a whole Google Drive. I'm sorry, I'm getting very passionate. A whole Google Drive full of recipes, and like got them on Pinterest. Like they're nothing fancy, but people lose their mind over recipes because I guess they like to have them even if they don't use them. We have them recipes. We have different meal plans that they can follow. But in that little live section, instead of like doing a live there, we direct them to the Fixate, to the nutrition, like the container things, which that may change here shortly because of all the change with the portion fix. I don't know what's about to happen there, but that's what we do. Before they had the Fixate and the container breakdown, I would go live and I would get out my containers and I would say, hey guys, like I'm so excited. This is my favorite part because nutrition is 90% of your results. If you don't follow those containers, like, girlfriend, you're going to have some big problems. Like, so I would break it down and I would say, this is the green. In the green, you can have this, this, and this. This is the red. And I would literally break it down and I would say how I meal plan and make it very simple. And I would, okay, well, if you're having lasagna, what are you eating in your lasagna? Like, break it down. What's in your lasagna? Your pasta is your yellow. Your meat is your red. Like, your spinach is your green. Like, make it very simple for them. But other things we do live video of them how we make our shakes, because I don't know if y'all are like me, but the very first time I made a shake, I was like, oh, nope, I'm not doing powdered water ever again. So I like to get them prepped with that. I like to give them a whole album of recipes in that group. I walk them through and I say, don't you dare even mix it with water because it's going to be disgusting. Instead, try one of these, blend it like this. This is what I do to get rid of any of the grittiness because I'm a super texture person. Just be real with them. Like, I tell them I didn't like it at the beginning, but when my husband said, like, girl, you better get on those shakes before you losing your mind, like, I knew. And then we do one with a performance now, because sometimes people will get in the groups with just Shakeology, and some people will get in the groups with just the performance, and they didn't get the other thing. But if you start sharing it, you start talking about it, you start talk about the benefits, they're going to be like, oh, that gives you energy. Oh, that tastes like chocolate milk, and you're not sore the next day. Okay, I think I need that. So it's like bringing the value, how you mix those, because I don't know about you, but sometimes recovery can be super chunky, and that's the biggest complaint I get. And so I walk them through, like, okay, well, you can make it into pudding, you can make it into, you can make it into chocolate milk, but if you do it like this is how you got to mix it. And then we do a whole thing on personal development. Personal development is required in all of our groups. Like, if you're not doing it, like, we cannot guarantee you results, because guess what? Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're going to change your life. Skinny people every single day because they aren't happy. So if we want to change your life, then you have to do this. And we would give them recommendations like, okay, Audible, okay, YouTube, okay, podcast apps. Like, we literally tell them our favorite books. We tell them what we listen to daily. And we encourage them, like, every single day, take a screenshot of it, share it in the group. It's required in our group. And of course, we have some people who go to Pinterest or who don't do it, and I can lead a horse to the water, but I can't make them drink. So it's like a bless and release thing. Like, I'm not responsible for their life. I'm responsible for offering them the gift. What they do with the gift, that's on them. So taking that pressure off of you. And then Sunday nights, we always do a live amp up. We get together, like, we have a party, like, people love seeing us eat food, so we would make like Shakeology cookie dough, and they would always ask for the recipe, and like doing fun things like that, mix up our unicorn powder cocktails and like just have fun. And I run my groups with my best friend, so obviously it's a little bit easier. But if you don't have that, create that. If you can create that by yourself, hell yes, then you don't have to like rely on somebody else. If you need somebody else to create that, okay, go find somebody. Very hands-on with them, be very open with them, share your struggles. So like, if you see that they're struggling with the containers, have a container challenge day, and where you just break through, like, okay, share a picture of your food, tell me what containers they are, and easy peasy. So hopefully that answered your question. I know that was very long-winded.
That's very helpful. Thank you so much.
You're
That
welcome.
was super helpful for me too, Deidra, just because I'm really trying to amp up my challenge groups lately. I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing worse than an awful challenge group that, it's just, it can be so painful. And so
Yes.
I'm really trying some new things in my challenge group. So this gave me some great ideas. So thank you.
Yes. That was one big thing for us. Like, we have to switch up the format like every few months, because if you are bored with it, well, they're going to be bored with it too. If you're not having fun, they're not going to be having fun. So like, finding some ways to just switch it up a little bit really has helped us.
For sure. Thank you. Those were some really good ideas, because we've all had those challenge groups that are duds, and because I'm a dud in there, and it just, it's a vicious cycle sometimes.
Yep.
Other questions, ladies? Don't be shy. Deidra, where are you finding most of your coaches these days?
So this might be a little other nugget. Everybody that we sign up what?
Like new coaches.
Oh yeah. So everybody we sign up for our challenge groups, we sign them up as coaches. I am currently working my business on Instagram but I'm trying, like, one of my setbacks, one thing that I did not focus on this last year is literally connecting with the people who are following me. So that's where I hope to grow my business now, is like people who are already following me, who are already on my Facebook page. But yeah, right now Instagram is my jam. Like, that's where I get all my people.
Like people
we
who are
have
watching.
a big local community.
Sorry, people who are watching your stories, or people who are following
Yes,
you, or how's your funnel work?
So I invite from my stories. So like right now I'm having open enrollment for my boot camp. So like I talk about that every single day. I do my enrollments in periods so that it's like a 2-week period, so that I don't have to puke it every single day, but I can be like, okay, here's my next boot camp. Like, this is your chance. This is your chance. This is your chance. This is your chance. And then when it starts, like, okay, well, that's it. You're just going to have to wait till the next time. Granted, I do have people who still jump in afterwards. I don't ever tell anybody no. So don't get that twisted. But yeah, I just invite from my polls, from my stories. I look at the people who are watching my stories all the way through, because I like to talk after. So if they're watching to the end of my talks, well, then I know that I provide some sort of value for them. So like, I'll just swipe up, send them messages from there, invite from there.
Awesome. Thank you. That helps.
You're welcome.
Other questions, ladies? No? Okay. Well, I know it's late. This was super, super helpful. Your energy is contagious and absolutely inspiring. And I am so honored that you took the time out of your busy life right after your own team called to talk to my team. I just appreciate you so, so much.
I'm grateful for the opportunity, because if we're being honest, I'm super introverted. And I made it like my goal this year is to really like be passionate about being more, like being the mentor that I'm supposed to be, because I let my fears of, being introverted, like not wanting to be the center of attention, really get in my head sometimes. So I'm definitely leaning into it. So you just giving me the opportunity to speak here truly means the world to me.
It was just an honor. So we appreciate it so much. And I know that there'll be lots of people watching the recording too. Can we get a picture, ladies? Is that cool?
Yes.
All right. Are we ready? Oop, I missed some of you guys. Let's see. I'll back up here. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Deidra, so, so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
Yes, you too. Bye, guys.